This is King. And every once in a while, I'll make videos on like common game mechanics or misconceptions or something like that. So I can send to people within my alliance generally who have questions or are having issues or whatever. But I post them on YouTube just because that's the only place where I can they'll like allow me to upload videos of like a certain size that other people can access. So yeah, I'm gonna post to YouTube. I'm gonna send this to probably the whole alliance. But today I want to talk about layering. Um, let's see. So layering applies to PVE. So basically, attacking players, attacking barbarians. We want to layer our troops. And when I say we want to layer our troops, basically what I mean is, let's go look at this last barbarian I attacked. If you go and you look at the barbarian first of all, we have a bunch of tier 10 troops. We can see that up here. These are all my tier 10 troops. Then I have some tier 7s, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And like they're only putting what is it? It looks like 10 of each of these, right? But there's some of them. And if you look at my march. Well, I've got this is a ranged march. I've got a bunch of T13 ranged, a bunch of T12 ranged, some T11 range. But all my other troops, I have 1,000 of. Um, See right here, 902 plus 98, right there on my siege adds up to 1,000. 902 plus 98, that's 1,000. Um, I'm sending 1,000 of each of my other troops here. I think this is not the easiest way to look at it, but I'll show you a better example of this in a second. But like, you can scroll through here and like they're doing stuff. Like my T8 mounted troops, they killed 1,500 things. That's something. I only lost 97. And I think like the actual key here though is that they're also getting wounded, right? So some of these troops over here, like just looking, the ones that did the most damage, it looks like, are the siege, the range, and the ground. Some of those things they're killing are my low level troops. Um, I don't really understand how the battle mechanics work in this game, but when I was reading online, it sounds like there's some sort of like turn-based system, right? So like every troop tier needs to take a turn attacking the other troop tiers. So like if I put more troop tiers, then they have to waste time attacking my T1 ground and my T3 siege machines, whatever. And basically, it makes the other player, the other team, it makes them waste their time killing your lower level troops, and it lets my higher level troops, look at that, 1.5 million killed for my T13, 770,000 killed for my T12s, right? It gives them time to just sit there and just like mow down their troops. Um, so let's go over to let's go over to my rally spot. Gosh. Let's go over to my rally spot. Okay, so my rally spot, I can go look at these March presets, and oh, these are all messed up right now. Sorry, give me half a second here. I need to recall some troops. Sometimes when I do barbs, I let my troops just sit there and gather because I want to get love letters and knights coins. Let's see if I got any. Love boxes. Ooh, parade masks. Those I also need. Parade masks, right? Like I need to gather for these. So oftentimes when I'm doing barbarians, I just let my troops sit out there and gather. Anyway, so going back over to my rally spot. March preset. So I can look right here. This is my ground preset, and this is not perfectly set up. It's actually a little messed up because some of my troops are in this barbarian, but we can sort of see I have T13s, T12s, T11s, and 1,000 of everything else. This is bad. These should be 1,000. My ground march is not the greatest. I can look over here on my range march though. My range march has, again, this should be 1,000 T13s. They're in a barb. Actually, I'm gonna This should be 1,000. All these should be 1,000. I don't actually know how this happened. But yeah, basically, like, I have 1,000 of everything that's non-range troops, right? We can see that here. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. And, like, going down, I even have 1,000 of my range troops, right? Starting from T10, there's 1,000 of them. If I go up, well, then I have more T11s. I have even more Tier 12s, and about the same amount of T13s. At this point, until you have a lot of troops, some of this is just a matter of, like, what do you got? Fill it up with your highest troop tier initially, and then fill up with your next highest and your next highest. If you have enough to just fill it all up with your highest troop tier, maybe then we need to think about, like, tweaking these numbers a little bit. Right, but basic concept here. 1,000 of each troop that's not your main troop type, right? In this case, my main troop type is range, so 1,000 of each troop that's not my range troops. And then fill it up with your top 2 to 3 tiers. In terms of helping you fill up, I actually have a spreadsheet here. I made this a long time ago, and, like, it's not amazing, but this actually is kind of useful. The idea here is, here I have the layer size. I'm just going to tell you for the moment, always make it 1,000. We can talk about when you might want to make it bigger or smaller later, but for the moment, always 1,000. And that's your march size. That's how many troops you can put into a march in total. And basically, you can go over here and you can be like, okay, you might have to tweak this a bit, because this is for me, this goes up to T13. But if you don't have T13s, it's fine. You can basically just take these numbers here and paste them to a lower tier. Yeah, but basically, like, here, I might tweak these numbers. I'm not sure about them. But 35% of my top tier, 50% of my medium tier, 15% of my last tier, and it tells me that I should have right there that many T11s, that many T12s, and that many T13s. And the thing that's nice about this is you can go over here, if you go to your march size, and you go put in, I don't know, 700,000. Let's say you have a march size of 700,000. Well, it'll go change those numbers. Now I need those many. And I have one for ranged, I have one for mounted, and I have one for ground. Again, ooh, that looks ugly. This is because I'm in dark mode. My yellow doesn't look very nice. Right, and I can mess with these percentages a little bit here. I'm going to think about those and update them as we go through. But they're always good rough guidelines. We can talk more about the percentages if you have specific questions. Send me a message. We can talk about it. Cool. Layers. They help with PvP. They help with barbarians. Don't use them for monsters. Not helpful for monsters. They'll make things worse. 1,000 of each troop. Fill it up with your top tiers. Use the link spreadsheet if you are having trouble figuring out how to organize things. Thanks, everyone, for watching. Have a great rest of your day.